is fast approaching, and if you're looking to get creative while taking mom on an adventure she won't soon forget, travel writer Jami Savage is here with some great ideas off the beaten path. Good morning, Jami. Welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Jami, every year I struggle with Mother's Day because what do you get the woman who has it all?
Yeah, no, and I love that you asked that question because these women do mean so much to us, and it's whether it's your mom, the woman you call mom, grandmas or aunties, May is the perfect month to celebrate those women in our lives. And as much as they love gifts, they actually love us a lot more. And so I'm here to talk about experiences that you can have with your mom and adventures you can go on that will give her that memory that you're talking about.
And I love that all the ideas are actually all in our own backyard.
Absolutely, that was huge for me. I really wanted to focus on locally owned businesses and ways that we can support our own locally owned shops in town.
Absolutely. So your first idea is very tasty.
It is.
It's based in a historic site, which I love.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a lot of amazing things to do in Langley. There's a Circle Farm tours, and Langley really does have a lot of things, but I'm here to talk about the Chew on This Tasty Tour. And this is a local owner who's created this experience, and before you start, you get a treasure map. So it's an itinerary, but we're going to call it a treasure map because that's what Lise calls it. And that's going to be emailed to you a couple days before, and then you're going to get your first stop. And on that first stop, she's actually going to meet you and give you this bag, and I'll talk about that in a sec. And then you're going to go into your first stop, which is actually the Little White House. And this is where you're going to have high tea. And look at this amazing food. But you're going to be going all throughout historic Fort Langley, and you're going to be getting a lot of eats, sweets, and treats along the way on a 5-hour foodie tour, supporting local businesses, going to local shops, as well as some of those photogenic places that we want to stop and enjoy, whether that's the National Historic Site or the CN train station. So a really cool experience, and at the end of the day, this bag is going to be full of treats for you to take home.
I love it, and it's such a great bonding experience too, right? You're figuring out this map, you're having some high tea. I love it. Now, next up, you have something for the adventurous mom, which you can also do with your little ones.
Absolutely. So if your mom's like me and they love to get outside and they're a little bit more adventurous, let's talk about Wild Play Elements Park. So we've got 3 in BC, which is great, and they are all different. So depending on where you live, you can either go to your local one or go on a trip with mom. And this is where you and mom are going to be hanging out in the trees. You're going to be swinging on ropes. You're going to be working together to problem solve to get across some of these challenges. And depending on your level of adventure, you can stay on the kids course, which is more ages 5 to 12, where you and mom can hang out. Or you can send mom way up into the trees. You can see if she wants to go bungee jumping or do the primal swing. You can even send her like on the 40-foot What's to Fear drop, right? So it's a really cool way for you to get outside, go on an adventure, and spend some time to mom and make some of those memories.
Absolutely. And last but not least, you have an idea for moms with green thumbs.
Yes, I mean, flowers and Mother's Day, you know, they kind of go together. So let's talk about Urban Roots Garden Market. So this is a locally owned company, and they have 8 different locations that pop up for the seasons around the Greater Vancouver region. So I love that because you're not having to drive to a market. You're actually going to go to the one in your local neighborhood. So whether you choose to take mom or grandma or auntie to the store and go shopping with her, or you're going to actually go and load up and then take the plants back home, it's a locally owned business, and it can be its own urban adventure at Urban Roots. We've all heard about fairy gardens. You know, that's something that's really trendy to make. But what we're suggesting this year is if you've got a dinosaur lover, so you've got a little kid, why not bring out the dinosaurs and look at actually making a dinosaur garden with mom? And so that's kind of fun. And then the kids can go back and, whether it's mom or grandma, you can go back and create this really cool garden and that experience of building that garden together with mom on this Mother's Day.
I love it. Such a beautiful display too, and something you can take home past Mother's Day.
Absolutely.
And grow with your mom. I love it. Jami, thanks so much. All great ideas. Where can people find out more about these?
Absolutely. So I've put together a whole list of actually 30 different ideas and experiences you can have with your mom on Mother's Day. So these are obviously 3 of my favorites, so they're going to be on that list. But if you head over to adventureawaits.ca, you're going to see all of those ideas and more.
I love it. Jami, happy Mother's Day to you and all the moms at home watching, and mine too.
Aw, yeah, don't forget that one, right?
True.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.